Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings, a LOTRO guide. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, as always. And today, my friends, I want to talk about real quick a free-to-play, ultimate free-to-play guide on how to do questing and get questing packs, okay? So here's the thing now. There's been a big update in the year of me making this video, 2022. LOTRO has always had a great free-to-play system, but you'd have to earn turbine points if you really want to go full free-to-play and not be a subscriber, which I do have a video on that. I do recommend you be a subscriber, but if you just want to try it out, now's the time to try LOTRO because you can actually physically play without any weird barriers all the way up to level 95, okay? It's not like some MMOs that make you hit level 20 and you can't play anymore. Like, you can keep playing. And in fact, when you hit level 95, you can still log in on your character in this game. You need quest packs to continue to other regions. Let me explain this real quick. I just did a video on an ultimate guide on farming deeds, which might help you to go watch that first before this video. But besides that, if you just want to watch this, Middle-earth, right? You can go all the way basically to Western Gondor, which is level 95. So you start Eriador is all up to about 50, level 50. Moria is where you're at 60. Lothlorien, Rohan, Western Gondor, yes, Western Gondor is 95. You go through pretty much all of Rohan, and then you go to here, and then basically how the game works is you sweep through Gondor at higher levels to about 105 when Mordor starts, and Mordor is like 105 to 100, and I think it was 25 or 30, and then you move up to Rohavanian, and you start helping in the Grey Mountains and Gundabad, which is a new expansion, which max level is 140. So, but you're like, well, what if I want to buy the quest packs as I go? Well, the first thing you need to realize is with quest packs, you have to buy them in the LOTRO store. The LOTRO store is basically where you can buy stuff with real money, or you can earn those points by doing deeds, which again, you might want to watch my deed video, the ultimate guide, deed farming for free to play, because I give you some really good pointers in that video. So, now let me show you real quick here. I need to bring one thing up really fast for you here. I appreciate you guys all being here today, my friends. All right, so we have the LOTRO store here. You can do it in-game. By the way, if you're someone that plays the game through Steam, there's a weird thing. When you click the LOTRO store button, it will throw you to a browser, which is really weird. So I personally, I like playing it through the actual client, not through Steam. So I download it straight, the game straight from LOTRO.com. Just side note. But again, if you like playing it on Steam, you like it tracking your rewards and time, I totally get that because I like that on Steam, so it's up to you. So basically, what you can go through here is you go to account, and you go to content, and you open this one up, and you go to quest packs. Now, my account has all the quest packs, so nothing's going to be here. But this is where you would get quest packs or expansions. Again, I have all of them. You could buy them through here, and you could also go to LOTRO.com and do some stuff through there, but pretty much it's going to be the same system. So this is where you're going to buy them. Your points are going to be up the top right, as well as your account name and stuff information, which is covered by that little cool dwarf thing I made a long time ago. But this is basically where you're going to buy that stuff, right? The quest packs. So now you're saying, though, what is the guide to the ultimate? Okay, well, here's the thing. Starting with questing, I have a few videos already on questing, like that people have really liked and questing through. But people really were asking me, what about the questing packs, right? Those are the ones that people want to use. So basically, with questing guide, my ultimate questing guide and the places that I would recommend you questing through, okay, quickly, is you can quest an archon in this area, but I recommend, it's very streamlined, to go over to Ered Luin. It's one of my favorite places to quest. Start in Thorin's Hall, get through, follow the quest line, the intro, all the way until you get to about level 18 or 19, and when you're here at Thrash's Lodge, it's going to send you to Bree, okay? So now you're going to go talk to Aragorn in the Prancing Pony. This is going to give you some quests. You might also be sent back over here to talk to some people, and you're going to go do some stuff in the Old Forest with Tom Bombadil, and at that point, the biggest thing for free-to-play, you guys, is follow the chapters. I say this in all my guides. Follow the books. Follow the chapters. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to show here in quests. So there's different levels of it. Again, I highly recommend, if you can't find a location, use the LOTRO Wiki, guys. I'll have a link down there for you. It's fabulous. You just look up the quest name, and they'll tell you where it is. They'll give you a list of all the locations. So let me just show you some other stuff. You can also use your quest log. You can go in and say, the Blood of Azog. This is actually like a chapter thing I'm doing. It's going to give me a trait point. Here's all the things about it, right? I can say show completed. This is going to take the game a minute to upload my information because this character has done so much. As you can see, I've completed almost 5,500 quests almost. But here we go. These books. If it says epic, volume, if it says book, if it's the book of, these are all the storied, these are all the awesome stories. Again, there's always going to be side quests like go fetch my chicken eggs in the Hobbits, or go kill these goblins, or all that kind of stuff. You want to do those while you're doing the chapters. So basically, these chapter books, it helps to basically, as it leads you through the story. So for example, if it, let's say the quest, you're in the Shire, right? Or let's say you're at Erdlow and you do something in Thorin's Hall, there's the quest giver, you pick it up to do a quest, and there's 4 other quests around it for that same area, right? And you can always use the quest tracker, right, to hover, and it'll show you. I have a whole video on the quest tracker. If you want to watch about the quest tracker, I have a whole video on that. We'll do that later, that you can watch that separate. We'll get too confusing for you guys. Follow the quest, do the quest around that quest if they're on level with you. I also have a whole video about the quest levels. That's really important as well, with the color scheme. So what level you're on level is always a white quest in the quest tracker, right? So if I hover, for example, if I open all my quests here, turn off those for a second, let the game catch up with all of my massive amounts of accomplishments. No, just kidding. And then the white one here, see, that one's on level. These ones are 130 and it says the level. Again, I have a whole video on that if you're confused on that. But anyway, as you go through it, guys, follow the chapter. It'll say to go to a certain area. When you get there, there's quests. Do the quests around there if they're on your level, right, to help you catch up. Now, if you watch my LOTRO tale, a lot of times I'll skip the side quests, like the side quest being, you know, go kill these goblins, go get me bear hides, go fishing, you know, the side things, right? I'll just do the main quest if I'm already a few levels above it. Because what happens is it brings you to the game. It'll bring you to a new area that's on your level now, right? It'll catch you up, basically. So always follow the chapters. And later, it's called the Book of Mordor, the chapters, right? Which I've done a lot on this character. And then later on, you're like the Blood of Azog is one of the main chapters. And as you can see, you can go through here, and I think it's called the Book of Mordor is actually, so look for those here. The Book of Mordor. You can also, a lot of times, one nice thing you can do is there's filters up here at the top, and again, I have a whole video on the quest log, but you can turn on certain filters for certain things, right? So for example, if you hover this, it shows you show all tasks. Well, I don't want to see tasks, so I'll turn those off. Show quests shared with one of your members. No, I can turn these all off. Now this one, show epic quest lines. So if I turn everything off and only show epic quest lines, look what happens. Oh, look. The Legacy of Durin, that's an epic. The Book of Mordor, it's too low level for me, but I kept it because it's a main quest line. I'll do it later. Oh, look at the Ballad of Bingo Boffin. The Blood, again, these are all main quests. So if you're really curious on which one you need to follow, turn off all the filters except for the ring. This says show epic quests. Make sure you find the right one. I'm like, oh, this one's the closest to me. Now I'm max level, so this doesn't matter on this character. But for another character. And then at that point, you can say, show my solo quests and my small group quests, right? And then you can make sure they're in the same area of that quest, right? And do the quests with it, right? The ones that are side quests. So anyway, those are the best things for me to mention to you guys, because that'll really, really help you out when you're doing quests, okay? So that'll help you tremendously, okay? Again, the LOTRO Wiki, which I'm going to flash to here real quick. And now here we're at the LOTRO Wiki. This is fantastic as well. Again, let's say you don't know where something is, right? I showed you guys this in the deeds video too. You're like, oh man, you're like, I know I have this quest here, right? Let's say I know I have this quest right here for, you know, aid this person with the Blood of Azog, the Sixth War. Now I know this one, for example, it explains it is actually a certain battle thing to do. So find something, you know, defeat this foe. Okay, I need to defeat Gazald Tmur, right? So now let's flip back to the LOTRO Wiki and let's just look up his name. Gazar. All right, how do you spell his huge crazy name? Z-A-Z-A-T. Okay, M-U-R. All right, search. Location. Gazamur is a landmark east of the Dolven View within the Great Delving. Oh, okay, all right. So it says map maker has asked you to fight enemies in that area. So defeat foes in that area. Okay, so see, I didn't even, should have read the quest better. Always read the quest, guys. Read. They put really good directions here. Also, there's a little button there in the bottom left of it where you can actually expand it to make it bigger, so you can read it easier if you have troubles reading that, especially if you're on a big screen. I play on a 2K screen, so it makes the words scale down a lot. So use that little plus button on quest. It works on quest as well. that little plus, that little A button there, and it's also usually on the bottom right of the quest when you're on it. So you can make it bigger to read when you do stuff. So basically, now I know the exact location because in the deed guide I explained this. This button right here, see how it has a 7.6 south by 111.4 west? Well, it's giving you exact coordinates, and the entire Middle Earth is on a coordinates, okay? So if you hover it, it actually shows you, oh look, there it is. So it shows you the Great Delving map, and it shows you it's right on the end of that little bridge in the picture. It's like, okay. So now you can flip back to LOTRO. Again, if you look at the mini radar up there, see that number underneath where I am? 14.5 north by 136.1 west. I have an exact coordinates, right? So that can help me get there. But let's go up in the maps here. Right click to expand, go up, go to area door. We need to go to a region, go to Moria. It said the Great Delving. Oh, there's the Great Delving. Oh, look, and there's where it is at the end. And I've already been there. This flag would normally not be there, but as you can see, when I have this flag, it gives you that same info. But normally you would not see that flag if you were brand new to the game, or you're brand new to that character. Every character individually has to discover new areas, right? And that's usually for deeds, which I talk about in the deed quest thing. But now you're like, oh, I can go do the quest there. So I need to go there and then kill creatures there. And once you arrive, this will probably change to kill a certain amount of foes, right? When you get there. It'll like adjust once you get to that location and travel there. So again, it'll help you out with finding the quests to do it for free to play. With that LOTRO Wiki is fantastic. Again, you can always check out my guides too, guys. I got tons of guides on all sorts of different things for you. But hopefully that will help you out on free to play with questing, guys, because questing is a challenge sometimes, even though it is one of the best parts about this game. If you like storytelling, you like the experience, again, you can watch my LOTRO Tale. We do voiceovers and go through the main story as well, if that's something you're interested in. And you guys have a great and wonderful day in Middle Earth, and hopefully that helped you out. If it did, and I earned it, subscribe button's there. You're welcome to ask any question down there in the comments. In future, I plan on doing more videos like this. I have some other videos already on questing, like my favorite places to quest. I'll have some more of those to help you guys out, because again, since not that I'm the knowing of all things, but I have a lot of experience in the game, so I'll do my best to share it with you guys in a way that even a brand new player, maybe someone who's never even played an MMO, will be able to follow, right? That's my goal. So, but please leave the question, even if you think it's a dumb question. Leave the question. I will do my best to answer it for you. And subscribe button's there if I earned it. Next episode's up there, and a LOTRO Tale's over there. And I gotta just shout out, and I've gotta thank my wonderful Patreons for their support. It means the world. If you guys are interested in something like that as well on the channel, I got links down there to Patreon, which gets you into Discord from any of the levels. And also, I have a lot of free stuff down there, Instagram, Facebook, all those things if you want to connect with the channel. All right, you guys, have a great day in Middle Earth. Hopefully that helps you out with your free-to-play ultimate guide on questing. I did that as fast as I could. Again, I will have more detailed stuff more in the future as well, but hopefully those are some nuggets of information that can help you out if you're brand new to the game and you want to play full free-to-play. Again, best time to play free-to-play. Good job that you're starting right now. It's always been great free-to-play system, but they just revamped it in 2022, and oh, is it awesome. So you can get all the way to 95 now and actually quest in all those regions for free. That's one thing you have to remember, guys, with this. It's for free now, but it will really help you out with also getting those next regions. You will have to get expansions the way they've redone it. Just this is a side note that's really important for you to realize. Some of those things will be in the LOTRO store, some of them will not. So some areas will be able to earn with LOTRO points now, but other areas, for example, if you're a VIP, which I do recommend being a subscriber, like I said already, that will give you everything to the last expansion. But free-to-play will give you everything now to 95, and then I believe you might be able to get other quest packs, the quest ones past that with deeds. But they are revamping how they do stuff with that. So again, and then you will, if you want to play to the very end of the game, you will have to buy the newest expansion. But they've given away, again, keep an eye out for the quest pack codes. Hint, hint. Christmas time and different times, they'll give out a code. I don't know if they'll keep doing it now they've revamped the free-to-play system, but they gave out a code that basically gave all Mirkwood, a bunch of Rohan, Gondor, all these expansions for free to everybody, right? Just gave us free content, right? And because they wanted to give it to a lot of the people that already had accounts, and a lot of people are already going to automatically get that when you make a new account. So keep that in mind. Have a great day in Middle Earth, my friends, and thank you again. Subscribe button's there if I earned it. There you go. Have a great day in Middle Earth. Baruch Hazad Kwazar, I meant you.